I am Pang Day. I intend to bring peace back to my land of Liang, along with the mighty Ma Teng and Ma Chao as my allies. We recently fought alongside Dong Zhuo to rid the land of the Yellow Turbans. However, that same Dong Zhuo is now a bigger problem for Liang than the Yellow Turbans ever were. Although he may have been our friend in the past, he has now turned against us. We have no choice but to eliminate him.
Pang Day. We're off to meet up with the coalition and overthrow Dong Zhuo. We'll make that villain pay for all the suffering he's caused in our home of Liang. I will take down Dong Zhuo's bases. Pang Day, I'm leaving protection of our main camp up to you. When that time comes, we'll join together and launch an all-out attack. The land of Liang is our home. We won't just stand here and watch it destroyed by the whims of Dong Zhuo. Let's go, Pang Day. We'll protect our home with our own hands.
You rebels will never get your hands on Liang. Ma Chao, take out the enemy base and lead our allies. Pang Day, protect the main camp and wait for the advance.
The main unit of Dong Zhuo's army is yet to arrive. We'd better call in our allies before it gets here.
It's about time I faced a worthy opponent.
The enemy cringes in fear before Pang Day.
If they're so eager to die, then we'll be happy to oblige them.
Surrender at once. This ends here.
Retreat is an acceptable strategy.
The enemy cringes in fear before Pang Day.
Show no mercy.
Surrender at once. This ends here.
My lord, enemy reinforcements are assembling in the southeast. Destroy the enemy base and hold off their reinforcements.
I won't be denied next time.
The enemy cringes in fear before Pang Day.
Never fear. I will lead the way to victory.
Surrender at once.
It'll take more than just you to stop me. It's about time I faced a worthy opponent.
The enemy cringes in fear before Pang Day.
You're by yourself. You must have some courage. I must retreat. For now.
The enemy cringes in fear before Pang Day.
Death to all who oppose my leadership.
Surrender at once.
That's it. Stay right on Dong Zhuo's tail.
We missed the first attack. Come on, let's get out there.
Drat, I'm late. There's still plenty of work to be done.
Don't think you'll get away with that.
This should be over shortly.
I won't lose a second time.
The enemy cringes in fear before Pang Day.
Don't think you'll get away with that. I won't lose a second time.
The enemy cringes in fear before Pang Day.
That's enough of that for now.
The enemy cringes in fear before Pang Day.
We have brought an end to the tyranny of Dong Zhuo. Now the lands of Liang may return to a life of peace. This just goes to show that the warriors of Liang are not to be trifled with. However, the land is vast. It is only a matter of time before another Dong Zhuo rises to threaten the land. We must prepare ourselves for when that time comes.
Dong Zhuo fled Liang and disappeared. Later, we heard he began his reign of terror anew in Luoyang. He was soon ousted by a coalition of powerful regional lords. Thus is the fate of a warrior who indulges in his desires and abuses his power. A warrior must be able to take control of himself and perform as best as he possibly can. Now Cao has come to Guanzhong, seeking to destroy us. I shall see just how he fares against me and my twin halberds.
Pang Day, it is time for us to work together in battle once again. Our enemy is Cao, who has raised a large force in the Central Plains. He wants to capture Guanzhong and is already marching for Tonggate. Cao is the cold-blooded killer who executed my father and the other members of our clan who tried to oppose him. For the honor of our people, we must take our revenge. We will stand united in our anger and repel Cao's army at Tonggate. Pang Day, We will need to use all of our strength if we're to win this fight. Enemy of my clan. Now you're trying to steal our land?
Remain calm. Our first step is to penetrate their defenses.
Don't let any enemy officers invade Tong Gate.
Surrender at once.
You should have brought your allies with you.
Here.
I won't be denied next time.
The enemy cringes in fear before Pang Day.
You can run, Cao Cao, but you won't escape.
You're alone? Are you trying to die? Well, I guess I can retreat just this once.
The enemy cringes in fear before Pang Day.
I shall show no mercy. Incredible!
That warrior there has very impressive skill.
I won't be denied next time.
The enemy cringes in fear before Pang Day.
I'll protect Lord Cao Cao with my life!
Get lost. I have no interest in you. Go and topple the enemy. Follow me.
I'm under orders from Cao Cao to challenge you. Anybody that comes near me is gonna die. Come back and try again later!
The enemy cringes in fear before Pang Day.
We'll cross the Wei Shui and surround Cao Cao. They're trying to take the base. Stop them!
You look like you'll make a worthy opponent. Come on. Impressive, Pang Day. My spear yearns for such glory. Such undisciplined form. It is difficult to watch.
Surrender at once. Let's put aside our differences and discuss old times.
You haven't changed. Good for a laugh, as always.
Master Han Sui and Cao Cao? I'll get to the bottom of this.
Master Han Sui, I don't know who to believe.
I will have to talk to Han Sui about this directly.
You're doing pretty good.
Cao Cao. They call you a villain and a tyrant. But I must admit, I do not see that.
You seek to judge me on this battlefield? You interest me. Pang De, will you come and serve me?
This is not an invitation I can accept. Above all else, I am a warrior of Guanzhong. Therefore, you are my enemy.
You should know who you're dealing with. Retreat is an acceptable strategy.
The enemy cringes in fear before Pang De.
I must retreat. Now.
The enemy cringes in fear before Pang De.
I, Cao Ren, shall act as an impenetrable fortress. Now, tear Tang Gate asunder. I shall face you. Before this is all over.
The enemy cringes in fear before Pang De.
Incredible!
Prepare to attack! Follow me!
Those who oppose me shall suffer the consequences. Someday you shall pay for this.
The enemy cringes in fear before Pang De.
I defeated Cao Cao's army, but somehow Cao Cao himself managed to get away. Our allies are searching frantically for him, but oh well. Cao Cao is sure to show his face in Guanzhong again. I cannot imagine that he would give up on his ambitions so easily. And when that time comes, I'll be there to greet him.
A new bodyguard. This body...
We were victorious at Tong Gate, along with the other warriors from Guanzhong. However, I saw just how powerful Cao Cao was and decided to join his army. This move has made Ma Chao and me enemies, but a warrior must be true to his feelings and follow wherever they lead. I have no other choice. A new life as a Wei officer has begun for me. Our next battle will take place at Hefei. The time to fight Wu has come as I set foot down this new and uncharted path.
Hang Day, I'm pleased to have you with us. I hope that you can show me the same valor you displayed at Tong Gate here at Hefei. Prove that you are worthy to stand by my side. Wu has begun to advance their army towards Hefei, knowing that our forces there are weak. You must hurry. Lead an army there to see to its defense. There are several bases located throughout Hefei. Take advantage of these to slowly proceed forward and pummel the enemy. Go, Pang Day. Prove to me your loyalty and valor.
The Wu fleet is advancing north and will soon arrive here at Hefei.
The enemy outnumbers us greatly. It is too dangerous to risk an attack.
Victory in battle is not won through superior numbers. Guandu! GB! Remember them well! I, Zhang Liao, shall crush all those who oppose me! Everyone, procure a neutral base and prepare for the enemy!
My lord, the enemy is advancing toward the neutral bases.
This base has been conquered by Pang Day.
We've successfully captured a base.
Now lead the attack even further from that base.
It's about time I faced a worthy opponent.
The enemy cringes in fear before Pang Day.
Did you think I'd just let you pass?
My lord!
Incredible! I won't be denied next time.
The enemy cringes in fear before Pang Day.
There are lessons to be learned even in defeat.
The enemy cringes in fear before Pang Day.
I won't be denied next time.
The enemy cringes in fear before Pang Day.
Forward for honor! With my spear, I will sever the threads of Wu's destiny!
It's an ambush! Turn back and rebuild the camp!
Some battles you win, and some battles you lose.
The enemy cringes in fear before Pang Day.
Behold my mighty skill! I won't be denied next time.
The enemy cringes in fear before Pang Day.
Break through the enemy lines and overrun them!
Being new around here, I'm having trouble being accepted. However, defeating an officer of your stature should be enough to win me the trust of the others.
Fine, I'll give you a little of my time. You dare stand before me? You've got guts.
Crush them!
Well done. Now, we move to counterattack.
Can't die here. Farewell.
The enemy cringes in fear before Pang Day.
Hey!
Is that one of ours?
All right. Sorry to keep you waiting. It's time to heat things up, and here I go. We shall depend on your might.
That was a pretty flashy display.
Looking for a good fight. I must approach this calmly. Time to retreat.
The enemy cringes in fear before Pang Day.
A smaller force defeating a much larger army. That is the beauty of strategy. Wu must have thought they would win that battle and are surely disappointed. We probably won't be hearing from them for a while. Now we must turn our attention to Liu Bei. But we won't be able to do anything until we've allowed some time for our current wounds to heal.
The Battle of Hefei ended in victory for Wei. With the strength of Wu diminished, I was sent to Mount Dingjun to fight against Shu. The land was now divided into three. Shu, led by Liu Bei, Wu, led by Sun Quan, and Wei, led by Cao Cao. It is believed that one of these men will eventually conquer all the land. It's hard to tell what the future holds. However, my purpose remains unaffected as long as I serve Wei. I am to destroy my enemies and win my battles.
Hang Day, I am convinced of your skills and of your loyalty to me. I shall rely on you and your twin halberds to bring us glory in future battles as well. Our forces will hereby engage Liu Bei at Mount Dingjun. Since Mount Tiandang is already in their hands, this battle will determine who will ultimately control Guanzhong. I will leave the frontal defense of Mount Dingjun to Xiahou Yuan and his men. I want you to engage any enemy units that approach from the sides. If you see an opportunity to infiltrate their camp, go straight for Liu Bei's head.
Excuse me, General, what are you doing?
Oh, just returning a greeting. Yeah! Anytime, pal. So, shall we get started then? Stay put! Hold out until our master comes!
Move out! Crush any who stand in your way!
Surrender at once.
Crazy windbag!
Retreat is an acceptable strategy.
The enemy cringes in fear before Pang De.
So you must be looking for trouble.
Break through the enemy lines!
Surrender at once. Ends here.
It's about time I faced a worthy opponent.
The enemy cringes in fear before Pang De.
I won't lose a second time.
The enemy cringes in fear before Pang Day.
It's not over yet!
You're telling me.
Incredible!
I want to fight!
Surrender at once.
How? Impossible! The enemy cringes in fear before Pang Day.
Surrender at once.
Blow him away! Oh, you're pretty good.
You rookies, taste the blade of an expert warrior! Foolish child, did you think you were any match for the great Huang Zhong? Age means nothing.
Surrender at once.
Don't get cocky, dengan.
Here.
I'm fully prepared to fight to the death.
Surrender at once.
If you fight long enough, you'll be defeated eventually.
The enemy cringes in fear before Pang Day.
Dealt with you sooner.
Surrender at once. Ends here.
Only I'd been more careful.
The enemy cringes in fear before Pang Day.
Sorry I'm late, Shaho Yuan. Surrender at once. Good work, everyone. Now, for the counterattack.
We will never give in to a scoundrel's rule.
Speed is of the essence. Follow me.
This battlefield belongs to us!
Ends here.
Our attack will be a thing of beauty.
You will not get away with that!
Now is the time to show them what we can do.
Impressive! Next time I shall emerge victorious!
The enemy cringes in fear before Pang Day. Let's round them up and squash them! Let's round them up and squash them!
I shall avenge the death of my men. We must strive to be beautiful above all else.
Surrender at once. This ends here. Surrender at once. Here.
As long as the people are suffering, I shall fight for them.
The enemy cringes in fear before Pang Day.
The strength of the Shu army was impressive, not enough to make a difference. We have seized total control of Hanzhong and hindered Shu's movements. If we seal off Mount Dingjun, then Shu will be unable to move. Should we continue and try to finish them off for good, or should we turn our attention?
The Battle of Mount Dingjun also ended in a Wei victory. However, Shu refused to yield and proceeded to attack Fan Castle in Jing. Finally, Liu Bei's trusted Guan Yu came to Jing, leading the attack. At last, the god of war himself. In order to aid Cao Ren at Fan Castle, I have marched night and day. We must hurry. I shall take my twin halberds and protect my allies, while defeating my enemies.
Cao Ren shall serve as the commander for this battle at Fan Castle. I can only hope that he can fulfill his duties for our lord, who is far away in Shu Chang. The enemy commander is Guan Yu. He is likely to try and use the rain in his attack against us. Focus on holding your position and striking only when the time is right. Pang Day, Fan Castle, and the lands of Jing are imperative to our cause. We cannot afford to lose either one of them. We must defend them.
So now, Wu is begging for our help. So they fear Guan Yu that much. Guan Yu, this time, nobody can stop us. Not even you. We must hold out until the reinforcements get here.
Just because we're a supply base doesn't mean we can't fight.
Surrender at once. Ends here.
Do you think you can stop me?
Surrender at once. Ends here.
Is this the end?
The enemy cringes in fear before Pang Day.
You're alone? You must long for death.
Surrender at once.
Is this the end?
The enemy cringes in fear before Pang Day.
Just because we're a supply base doesn't mean we can't fight.
Enemy spotted upstream by the river.
Surrender at once. Could they be planning a water attack?
Damn it! I can't hold up!
Did you think you could overcome this base?
Surrender at once. Ends here.
Incredible!
Surrender at once.
The river's gonna overflow any second now.
Surrender at once.
Waters of war, rush forth to devour Fawn Castle.
I will defend this castle if it's the last thing I do.
Show you no mercy.
Surrender at once. Ends here.
These boats are our path to glory. Charge!
Surrender at once. Ends here.
Don't think you'll get away with that.
Here I am. Xu Huang has arrived.
this the end?
The enemy cringes in fear before Pang Day.
Your treachery shall not go unpunished.
Surrender at once. This ends here.
Damn, it's over already.
The enemy cringes in fear before Pang Day.
Don't think you'll get away with that.
Surrender at once. Surrender at once.
How embarrassing to call for help from Wu.
Is this the end?
The enemy cringes in fear before Pang Day.
Are you prepared to face me?
Here.
You must continue developing your skills.
Brother, forgive me. Our oath.
The enemy cringes in fear before Pang Day. Surrender at once. Ends here.
Now is our chance to finish this.
Impressive. You do not require strategy?
Defend yourself, or suffer death by my blade. You shall not take my head so easily.
Surrender at once.
So you're Master Pang Day. I'm impressed.
Save your compliments for after I
Surrender at once. Your skills are impressive. Though I have failed as a warrior, this is a glorious end. Farewell, and thank you.
This ends here.
We defeated Guan Yu. I had no particular grudge against him, but it is the duty of a warrior to defeat his opponent, no matter how great a hero he may be. I owe it to all of you that I was able to answer the call at that instant. With this, we have managed to remove yet another obstacle in our Lord's path. I shall continue to serve loyally and fulfill my duties until an end is brought.
was during the final days of the year 200 AD when the Han Dynasty saw its end. Its demise ushered in a new era of chaos.
Qing is ours. The rest will soon follow. All that's left is Wu and Shu. Hangday, your strength is just what I need to carry out my plans.
As you wish, my blade exists only to serve on the field of battle. I am led only by the tip of my trusted blade.